you, Team France. We'll take about 10 minutes of questions.
Hey guys, Adam from Akshon esports. Maps 2 and 3 were really, really close. Can you tell me what was working for you guys and what kept you from just getting that last little bit to victory?
It's mostly was not has been working. Nothing has been working. Well, most of the things has been working, but like too many small mistakes on our side made us like lose important fights, and that's why we lost. Like we pretty much lost every maps like on the last fight or something. It was really close, but I don't know. We did too many small mistakes during the maps that like made us lose the match.
It's the first World Cup after over here, the Overwatch League. Have the regions, has that talent parity kind of closed, and are a lot of the regions are closer to equal ground now?
I think it has. Personally, I think it has. I was actually surprised USA lost against UK. I was like 90% sure they were going to win the whole thing, even over SK. So yeah, I think pretty much any teams in this tournament are capable of beating like anyone. So it's like a very close gap. So I'm looking forward to next year.
Hi, this question is for Wins. Have you been treating the Overwatch World Cup as kind of a tryout for the Overwatch League, and how do you think that's been going for you?
I actually gave up on trying to get into Overwatch League. Just too much politics for me. I don't think that's for me at all, so I won't get into Overwatch League, and the World Cup is not a boost to try to get into it.
What will be some of the biggest takeaways that you as a team have after this Overwatch World Cup?
What are we going to do after World Cup?
So like what will you, I guess, take away, biggest lessons you learned here over the past tournament?
Be disciplined, I guess. That's the most important part. We have to be disciplined to beat any teams. Sometimes we weren't. We saw that on stage today. We weren't really disciplined and committed too many mistakes. That's why we lost. And yeah, that's the biggest key that we learn, that we have to learn still, because it's not like 100%, but we have to be disciplined.
Hi, this one's for Soon. You played with a ton of pride no matter what team you're on, whether it be Rogue, Valiant, Team France this World Cup, and going into next year, you're going to be playing for Team Paris. So, what does it mean for you to play for Paris in next season's Overwatch League?
The first thing is represent my country. I'm born in France, so Paris is a good city for me. The second one is because the head coach is Damon. I know him because we were in Valiant, and I really appreciate him. He's really good at head coach. I trust him, so I know he's making the right choice for the Paris, and we can do a good result with Paris. So that's why I'm going to Paris.
I do want to ask you guys about Ashe, the new hero. You have any thoughts or impressions after seeing the reveal?
Can you repeat?
Just about Hero 29, Ashe, if you have any thoughts or impressions after the reveal?
Yeah, Ashe definitely, for me, I guess, she's gonna replace Widowmaker. I think she's really powerful. She has a good dash to bump into the air, so I will farm these heroes and be ready for the next season.
Most importantly, it's a hit scan, so it's like a new hero like people like me can play. So it's a great addition to the game, I think, and it pretty much has more depth to the game, because it's been the same meta for over 2 years now, like Monkey, Diva, all those kind of stuff. So hopefully it can add like something else to the game, and I don't know how powerful she is. Hopefully she's gonna be really powerful to be able to make Monkey Diva go away from the meta and play like more Reinhardt Zarya. We'll see.
You say that Ashe will hopefully bring more depth to the game since the meta has been the same for a while. Do you think that Overwatch needs more DPS characters, or do you think that the cast as it is fine?
Well, it's been pretty much dive all the time, so I would like to see like more Pharah, more hit scan, like more things in general, like more like I want something more versatile. Right now it's like it's too much the same thing. It's too much like diving, just because of how the game is, like high ground and stuff. So you need like high ground control. But sadly the only heroes that can do that is Monkey and Diva. So it's like, yeah, I want something more. I want just more versatility in the game.
What's it like to play together as a team in the Overwatch World Cup when you're typically competitors in the Overwatch League?
We're all French, so that's the first difference. The second one, we all know each other, so it's pretty good to play together. But yeah, it's less prepared than the Overwatch League, so it's more harder. We're doing a lot of practice. We do a boot camp for this World Cup. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but we worked so much for this BlizzCon.
We'll take 2 more questions.
I do want to see, I mean, you guys were seen as a powerhouse going into the tournament this year, and it's kind of tough to build off. Can you build off this momentum that you brought into this tournament, even though, you know, the roster may be different next year for the World Cup for you guys?
I didn't understand. There's too much noise.
I guess the question would be is how do you build off, you know, you had a lot of success this year, you want to continue that next year. How do you build on this year?
To be good for the next year? Just play every day, Overwatch, being disciplined, like listen to coach, trust him like I learned in Valiant, and everything should be good.
Yeah, we pretty much have like a whole season of Overwatch League ahead of us. So we have a lot to learn on our sides individually, and like experience is gonna bring more. Like we're gonna have more experience for next year and be more prepared and be better overall, I guess.
Hey guys, what do you think the biggest difference next year is going to be in the Overwatch League? Like just in general, level of competition, or what are you expecting moving forward?
Well, there's less matches and more teams, so it's gonna be more preparation since they're gonna be like, I think the season's gonna be a little bit longer, but we're gonna have less matches. That means we have more preparation to prepare for each match, which is really good for players because last year it was really most of the players were like. We couldn't play anymore. We didn't want to play anymore because it was too much. We couldn't really prepare. We were burnt out basically. But the next season I think is like softer on players. We have more time to prepare, more time to relax on our sides because I think stage breaks are actually longer. So yeah, overall I think it's going to be way better for players, and so we're going to show that by playing better and showing better matches.
Thank you, Team France.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share as it really helps out the channel quite a lot. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all of our content, and hit that bell to stay notified. This has been Darren from Akshon Esports, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.